If you are new here, my name is Dakota Rebel. This is Rebel with a Plan. And at the beginning of the year, I had kind of an epiphany in regards to the amount of stuff that I own and realized that I needed to put myself on like a financial traffic system to curb some spending issues that I have and to stop accumulating more things. And what a ride it has been. This year taught me so much. It taught me so much about needs versus wants, and it taught me about using the things that I have and appreciating the things that I have, as well as how much I don't appreciate the things that I have. It was a very important lesson, and I have not ruled out continuing into 2026 with a no-buy. I learned a lot. I learned a lot in 2025 about my previous spending habits, about my current spending habits, and about the things that are actually important to me. So, because it's been a few months since I have done an update on my no-buy journey for 2025, let's take a second to remind ourselves of the rules for my personal no-buy. Green light, yellow light, red light. So it's like my financial traffic system. And we're going to start with the green lights. These are the things that I don't have to pause to think about. I can purchase these things or spend this money without any kind of guilt or repercussion. And they are the obvious things. Bills. I gotta pay my bills. Everyone has to pay their bills. Groceries. We all gotta eat. Can't live on hopes and dreams. Oh, if only it were so. I can buy gifts for others. However, they need to be meaningful gifts. Yellow light means caution. Slow down. These are the kind of shake your ass, but watch yourself. That's what this category is going to be. They're a yes if type situation. Number one on the list is going to sound a little weird, but it's sports cards. I am allowed to buy sports trading cards at shows and only singles. I flip sports cards on eBay. Hi Hawk. Which leads into number two. I will be allowed to buy eBay shipping supplies if I need them. I don't need to stock up on them. I have plenty right now, and if I run out, then I can buy more. The next item on the yellow light list is running shoes. I have several pairs of running shoes. However, if I run the marathon in October, I will need to replace at least one of those pairs of shoes. And the last item on this list is cleaning supplies. And now let's have some fun. What you've all really come here to see, the red light. The land of nope. Number one will be no shock to anyone, planner supplies. I will not be buying planner supplies, office supplies, none of it. Except, because there's always an except, right? Like, you gotta live. I can buy glue runners and I can buy correction tape. That's it. Everything else I will use what I have. The next items are blankets, candles, lotions. I will not put the lotion in the basket. Toys and figurines. I got a pop doll problem. This doesn't even touch my pop doll problem. It's kind of wild to go back and see older videos and how much better I've gotten over the years, over this year with all the practice and filming and lighting and how much more fun my background is now. And like, it was fun to go back and find those clips of older videos and just see how much I've progressed and how much more comfortable I am. And not to mention how many more community members we've gained since this whole thing started. It was fun. It was fun to go back. But I'm so glad to be where I am now. And so those were my categories and my rules for my no-buys. So how did I do? I made a list of the things that I bought. And I think I did well. So I did buy stationery. I mean, I got a stationery problem. But compared to how I would spend willy-nilly before, like I said, I learned a lot about the things that I actually want and need and the things that I don't. So I did buy some stationery. I bought a half-year Stalogy that I hated and absolutely regretted, but I didn't realize I hated it until I had already used it and couldn't send it back. So that was a disappointment. I did buy some dot stickers that I legitimately, okay, it's not a legitimate need, but I legitimately used them. I had used up all of the ones that I wanted to use for color coding, so I replaced them. I bought a lot of Post-it notes. and I justified it, again, with the color code. I color code my goals and my tasks, and I set up my board and I take down my board and I do all the things with the goals and the tasks and the color coding. And the Wanderlust set of Post-it notes is my favorite. And I buy them and I cut them down and I use them. And every pack of that specific Post-it note that I bought, I used every one. So need, want, but I used every single one of them. So I do not feel guilty for the Post-it purchases because I didn't just buy them and throw them in the Post-it drawer. I used them. I bought a full Stalogy because, so I wanted to reset up my writer's notebook. Of course I hooked it in here. So I did buy a new Stalogy so I could separate my writing notebook from my commonplace notebook. Do not regret that purchase at all. That has been just amazing, and I love having it. It's just the words we use, right? Like need and legitimately and had to, and it's just such a part of the consumerism that we believe we need these things. So when I say things like I had to and I need to, none of this is a need. None of this was required to keep my family alive. None of this was required to pay my bills or live my life. But they are things that I used or used up that I felt comfortable replacing. So I bought a set of dry erase markers because my black one dried out. What else did I buy? I bought a new cup, which was not on the list, was not a need, but I really wanted it. It was a Nightmare Before Christmas, like Stanley knockoff tumbler for $12. And none of this is about the money, which is an important thing to say here because I didn't total all of this stuff up because I don't care. Because it was never about the money. It was about the stuff. It was about the overconsumption. It was about the belief that things that I wanted were needs. So I don't have a dollar total for you because that was never the point of this. And I think I made that clear in every other update I did. So please don't be disappointed that I didn't total how much I spent because that's never what this was about. But I did buy a $12 Nightmare Before Christmas tumbler to replace a different tumbler that I broke. Was it a need? No, because I have 2 or 3 other ones that I could have used, and I do use, but I wanted the Nightmare Before Christmas one and I bought it, and I don't feel guilty about it. I use it all the time. Definitely not a need. I wanted it. And sometimes a purchase is a little treat. And that cup was a little treat, and that doesn't make it okay, but it doesn't make me feel guilty. And I also bought, I have 2 more things. I bought a Midori notebook set that came with a clear cover because I wanted a clear cover to put over this so that I didn't have to like stick my stickers to the cover. I could just tape them on and then they won't come off because the cover is holding them in place. So not a need, definitely a want, don't care. I'm fine with that purchase as well. And the final purchase that I made this year was I bought my 2026 planner. I bought an Erin Condren life planner during their pre-Black Friday sale. I don't know. I was able to stack discounts and I had old credits and I got her for $28. So I got a $75 planner for $28, and I do not feel guilty. I do not feel bad. I always knew I was going to need some form of a planner for next year. So it was always on the table that at the end of the year, I would buy a planner for 2026. So technically that really didn't even break a rule because I knew that was going to happen. I have to have, no, I don't, but I do. I have to have a planner for 2026. Next year, I have so many plans and dreams and goals. And for my brain, I almost do need a command center. And after a ton of research and window shopping and comparing and watching videos and talking in the Discord, I always came back to an Erin Condren, which I've never really used, but I think is going to be exactly what I need because I know that I will not have time to draw out spreads. I wanted something predated. M convinced me that I would not be happy in a Hobonichi, and I believe them. I 100% believe them. But the sterling ink was not what I wanted either. So when it came to this crazy, amazing deal on the life planner, I'm like, you know what? This is going to be it. This is my planner for next year. I love Erin Condren paper. It's my favorite paper, even more than Tomoe River paper. It's vertical, it's predated, the whole year is in there. Like it's 90% of what I need. And if I need to add custom pages, I will figure it out. I know how to coil and uncoil. I can add lined pages to the back if I need to. That purchase was a planned purchase. I didn't know which one I was going to get, but I knew I was going to buy a planner at the end of the year. So all in all, and that's like it. I wasn't supposed to buy packs of sports cards, and I didn't really, but there was a moment mid-year where I got a little too into Pokemon. And I bought some Pokemon packs. I gambled, I lost. And that ended pretty quickly. And I didn't really have to buy much for eBay shipping supplies. I didn't buy you know what I didn't put on here? I bought a couple packs of wax melts, which I use because I got myself a warmer and I use it all the time, and I use them up and then I replace them. I'm not hoarding them. I didn't buy a single candle this year, so that was good. I did buy 2 Christmas blankets because all of our blankets seem to be Halloween blankets, and I put blankets down on the couch and the love seat for the dog, so I bought Hawk a couple Christmas blankets at Aldi. Again, super cheap. Not that it's about the money, because it's not. So there, I didn't go into this expecting to be perfect. In fact, I kind of thought I would do a lot worse than I did, but I am really, really proud of myself for how my no-buy went in 2025. It was very eye-opening. I learned a lot of lessons about myself and about consumerism and about, again, like I said, needs versus wants. What else there was something else? Pop dolls. Okay. So first of all, most of my pop dolls come as gifts from my husband, and that's awesome because he knows me. He knows what I like. He gets me the cool Iron Maiden ones and like Shoresy ones, and he loves me and he knows what I'm into. I'm almost positive I only bought 1 pop doll this year, and it was her. And listen, this is Patio Green. So it's Patio Green and her Sprite, her green Sprite. It was a lightning deal on Amazon for $2. And I'm like, you know what? I've been so good this year. I haven't bought myself any pretty pop dolls for $2. I was gonna snag her. I mean, I don't care. I don't care. She's adorable and I love her. And she doesn't actually live there. That's where I tucked her away for now, because I've still got, I got my Vlogmas stuff up. So she'll go on display after Vlogmas. So yeah, honestly, I think I did really well. And it was kind of fun. It was kind of fun to see if I put things in the cart and I didn't check out, how would I feel? I felt nothing. I didn't feel left out. I didn't experience FOMO. It was both easier and harder than I thought it was going to be. And I'm really glad that I did it. And I think that I will probably carry this into 2026. I think I'm going to keep going because, one, I don't need anything. I still don't need anything. The amount of washi tape that I own is disgusting. I tried really hard to work through my stash, and I had to throw so many rolls away because the adhesive failed and it just melted into itself. And so I buy these things and I literally let them rot in a drawer. Like, that's not the kind of person I want to be. So I learned a lot. I'm really glad I did it. And I think we're going to keep going next year. I don't think I'm going to do updates because I don't know how interesting it is. Like, nope, I didn't buy any shit this month. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a once a year update. Maybe I'll see how many years I can keep this going, because other than the occasional notebook or planner and, glue runners and correction tape, because I use that all the time as well. But other than that stuff, like, I can't imagine needing anything stationery wise. Like, I've got so much stuff to work through still that I think I'm just going to keep going. So I hope that you enjoyed this update on my no-buy. I hope that you're proud of me, because I'm proud of me. I don't need you to be proud of me. I'm proud of me. I did a great job this year, and I'm going to do a great job next year, and I'm going to get through this stuff, and I'm probably going to donate a lot more of it because I still have just mountains of stationery, and I need to just take them up to the school because I'm never going to get through all of it. And yeah, so that was my update. I hope you had fun hanging out with me, and I will see you next time. Mwah. Bye.